Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my channel, Willow's Apothecary. This is actually going to be my first ASMR video, and I have many more planned. If you appreciate natural healing, witchy aesthetic, tutorial ASMR, and just the general vibe, then please consider subscribing to join the journey. Today we are going to be making a body oil. I've been using a lot more oils instead of creams because I find it's more like a more luxurious experience, but also I feel like my skin absorbs like everything included like better. Like I feel like it moisturizes better. And it also encourages me to massage, right post shower. And we could all use a bit more self-care and reminders that we're worth it. We don't have to wait for a special event. We can just treat ourselves right out of the shower. So, this body oil today is going to be specifically to target, like little skin imperfections like cellulite, stretch marks, scars. It won't get rid of them entirely. I've tried a lot of different products and I've never found anything that gets rid of, stretch marks, but they can help reduce the stronger coloration. And so that's what we'll be doing today, is finding stuff. We're combining some things that will really help with healing and just help discolor some of those scars, stretch marks, just help with circulation, and just overall just be a nice oil to include in your routine. So the first thing that we'll want to do while we get started is just go ahead and sanitize our materials. So some of our tools here, we won't need very much, just a funnel, preferably glass, boop, and also just a measuring cup. This one just has markers for every 50 milliliters. I'll need to get something that's a little bit more specific, but today it's not a big deal for things to be exact. We mainly just want to get things within ranges so that, it's certain things are diluted enough not to irritate the skin, and other things aren't too diluted so that you still get the benefits. So that's what we'll be working on, is that balance. We're not having to worry about like chemical reactions or things like that with like baking. So we're just kind of mixing some good stuff together. Okay, so first off, our sanitizer. So we're going to be using 70% isopropyl alcohol. It's really nice because it's just a nice little spray, so you can just spray it onto what you need, and it dries really fast. So it's just a nice little extra layer to make sure things are extra clean. I find sometimes if there's a little bit of water left on the instruments from washing, it can kind of help dry those off. because when you're working with just oils, you don't want to mix any water in accidentally, because water is what makes things mold and go bad fast. And there are certain preservatives to help with that. But we don't want to deal with that. So, let's go ahead. So first just the funnel. Okay, and then okay. No, need that. Put that away. Okay, and while our instruments are drying, we'll go ahead and just go over some of the oils we'll be using today. So, since we'll be using essential oils, you never want to just put essential oils strictly on your skin. It's just way too concentrated. It can cause irritation. So, it's better to dilute it. It's also, you don't want to waste essential oil, you just need a few drops usually. And so, we'll be putting them in what's called carrier oils. So, I chose some that would be best for massage and skin healing. So first up, we have grapeseed oil. I just got it in a big plastic thing. Grapeseed oil is lovely because it's super inexpensive. It's one of the cheaper oils to stock up on. So I always like to have plenty on hand, and I usually use it as the majority oil in most of my mixtures. And not just because it's inexpensive, but it also has a lot of its own great properties and benefits. I specifically like using it for like massage oils because it's light and fast absorbing. So it's perfect for like post shower. You know, you can still use the oil to massage into your skin, but then you won't have that really oily and like greasy feel afterwards. It'll just be this nice like shine. It just makes you feel extra luxurious and just good in your skin. That's what we're aiming for today. So, it's also high in antioxidants and has vitamin E, so it is a lovely one to go for. And actually I'll go over rosehip oil next. Probably my favorite carrier oil. It's lovely to look at. The lovely pink color. And it smells lovely, like roses, like you'd expect. And it's so good for your skin and your hair. It's on the more expensive side though, so usually I just mix it enough to get the good stuff out of it, but don't use it as the base. It's specifically known for like has regenerative properties. It's high in vitamin A and C. And helps. And since it's regenerative, it just helps with, fading the marks. And it also helps brighten the skin tone. Okay, and then since we're working on scars and healing, we are going to for sure use some tomato oil. It is very, very thick, so you want to make sure it gets mixed in really well. You can kind of hear it. Still, of course, moves around like oil, but a little slower. I think I actually like the sound of tapping on plastic more than glass. Glass is very pretty, but it's very sharp sound. And so, yes, it's tomato oil specifically known for helping promote healing, helping with fading scars, and just reducing the overall appearance of marks. So, I'll use a little bit today. Okay, and then lastly for our carrier oils, but not least of course, is our vitamin E. Boop. I'll get used to this eventually. So vitamin E, as you probably heard, super good for your skin. It's a great antioxidant. It also helps with scar fading. But most importantly, why we're using it today, and why I use it in most of my oils, is because it's really good at preserving other oils and just kind of helping raise the preservation timeline. Okay, and then next, we will bring out all of our essential oils. Real stars of the party. So first, we'll start with helichrysum. Helichrysum. There we go. I'm always trying to add another syllable to it, but it does plenty. It doesn't need the other syllable. So, I love helichrysum because it just smells lovely, and it has just so many good properties, specifically of course helping with stretch mark regeneration, scar fading, and circulation. Also does plenty of other healing stuff, but that's what we're focusing on today. It just smells lovely. Go ahead. You want to try it? Okay, put that one down. Okay, and then next up, our celery seed oil. A much smaller one. I just got it because it sounded nice, and I heard that it helps with lymphatic drainage and detoxifying. And then I ended up using it in like all my body oils. Like I swear I can feel it working. One thing though, not much left. One thing though is way more intense of a smell than you'd expect. It smells a lot better once it's diluted and mixed in. It just smells like celery, like you'd expect. But also, it's surprisingly overpowering. So I always smell it. Like it's usually one of the stronger smells, even though I don't use as much of it. So just keep that in mind while if you decide to make your own. Because like I like smelling green. You know, I love cucumber and celery mixtures. Obviously I love green. But it will be way more powerful of a smell than you'd expect. But I like smells like this because they're really nice to layer around other smells. Like I like stuff that smells like more green or earthy. You know, for body oils, like washes and stuff. That way it doesn't like clash with what I actually like to wear in my perfume. So I can wear something more flowery, or I really like honey smells. And they layer together really nicely. And then I'll also be using juniper berries. It also helps with detoxifying and with circulation overall, specifically because it's a diuretic. So even on your skin, it'll help reduce puffiness and get things moving. And it has a really lovely earthy smell. Also the star of the show because I love eyedropper triggers. So we will have plenty of fun with these. Okay, and then last, certainly not least, we have Manuka. Manuka. Man, I will get this. I got this. I'm gonna show it to you. There it goes. So Manuka. I got it because I heard that it was an even stronger antimicrobial than tea tree oil. So it does a lot of similar stuff without, having that intense tea tree smell, which I actually really like the smell of tea tree. It's because my mom used it a lot growing up, like in her shampoos and stuff. So it's very nostalgic for me. But it does have a very medicinal smell. And so it's very strong, overpowering. So it doesn't always play well with others. But Manuka does. It has much more of a earthy and slightly floral smell. Also helps with healing and barrier support. And is great at also helping with inflammation. I think we're good with introducing all these oils. Now let's do something with them. Okay. So, boop. And move our cup over and bring out our bottle. It fills about 8 ounces, so that's what I kind of measured the oils for to get the percentages in the right area. And with these oil mixtures, you want to make sure that they are protected. That's why you always make sure to put essential oils in like cool, dark places. So when you're making stuff with them, it's best to put it in something that's glass, so non-leaching, and tinted. So usually you'll see those, amber bottles. But I've really been liking these blue ones, so got one to put my body oil in. Okay, take that out for now. Get our funnel ready. Okay. Stretch. Right. Okay, let's do this. Grapeseed oil. We're starting. Okay. So about half of our mixture is going to be grapeseed oil. So I'll be measuring about 120 milliliters. What am I doing? To bring this a little closer. Oh well, I'll clean up afterwards. Now I remember why I wanted to keep it on the table. It's easier to measure. I definitely got more than 20. Oh, thought I had it down. Nope. I wanted to have cat hair. Just what it's like living with cats, though. Always be a little bit of cat hair. They just want to be part of my creations. I get it. They're sad they're not part of the craft today. Ain't that lovely? Like lightly green. Wait, what am I doing? Keep that in there for now. Okay. Yay. Now it's time. Rosehip boil. Sounds almost as lovely as it smells. Okay. About 72 milliliters. Boop, boop, boop. I think I'll keep it down. Just really measure. 120. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at it. So pretty. Okay. Okay. Even more of it up close. Look. Look how pretty that is. Time to combine. Amalgamate. Okay. We're back. Actually, spilled some of it, but we'll pour the rest in. Okay. Rosehip oil and grapeseed down. And tomato. Yeah, that's that right. It's not look it up, it just seems simple enough to say no. Feel free to correct me. Okay, don't need too much of it. Okay, about 5 milliliters. Just pour so slowly. So pretty. Drip, drip, drip. Okay. Bottle's almost full. Just to add a little bit of I didn't really measure it, just add about 1%. I should do. Man, I'm getting this oil everywhere. Okay, now the carrier oils are done. Yay! We can get back to some eyedropper fun. Okay, now we'll start with the helichrysum. Helichrysum. I always want to add another syllable. Okay, actually put this to the side for now. Okay. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, time for helichrysum. So 72 drops. Okay, that was pretty sloppy. But it's about 72 drops. And y'all better start in the comments about how many drops that actually was. Okay. And some celery seed. I don't even know why I'm shaking it. There's not enough to really have fun with. 48 drops. Let's do this. Oh, there was just a little bit less celery seed oil than I normally use, but that's okay. Yep, I'll get some more. Definitely been a favorite. Okay, now for the juniper berries. Okay, another 48 drops. Okay, and Manuka, yay! Here's our last ingredient for our Smooth and Renew body oil. Okay, maybe I don't want it to shake it up that much. Probably. Kind of good. 24. Woo! We did it. Okay, it's all together. And we just gotta let it amalgamate further. Boop. Get this off in here. Drip, drip, drip. Get out of there. We did it. Okay. Smelling pretty lovely already. Okay. Definitely a lot more of the rose hip so far, but sometimes it takes a bit. Like it could take a day or two for everything to fully amalgamate, find harmony with each other. I love that word. Amalgamate. I want to just mix it up. I can get a better scent profile. Go too crazy. Definitely shook it up enough now. I just love the sounds. Oil shaking around like it's, I don't know, hydrating sounding. But like it sounds different in water a little bit. Oh man. Okay. Can't get too crazy with this. It is an open pump. Oh no. I love that my shirt. That's okay. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. Now to try it. Ooh, I gotta take all these rings off. Got a lot of random ones. My thumb ring just got, oops. Just got this. See that well. Just some new vines that I got. Boop. Some mushrooms. Boop. I love my leaf patterns. This one has moss agate in it. Obviously I love anything moss. What's that cat here? They find their way everywhere. Okay. And then I think this one's also supposed to be moss agate, but I mainly got it because obviously more mushrooms. one of my signature rings. All the crystal ones usually are, because it's such a nice touch and a nice symbol. And another like just viney, branchy one, kind of leafy. Okay, that's my rings for the day. Now my hands are free and clear to try any ring. Okay, now let's try it. Hands are a little dry right now. Okay, I learned my lesson. Don't want to just spray this at myself. Okay. There it goes. There we go. Oh, I ended up just dropping some right onto my rings. It's okay. Yep. Definitely earthy and a little floral. Green. Pardon all the plane noises. Just part of the area I live in. Just planes going over like once every hour. Can't really avoid it. No, more than once an hour, honestly. Depending on the time of day. Okay, I actually spread it. One of the reasons I really like oils more than lotions is, well, it helps a bit with, helping fade stretch marks and scars. I found that oils tend to be more moisturizer. At least my skin takes to it more. And so, I usually have really dry elbows, especially in the winter. And I've tried all kinds of stuff, like different lotions and oils and stuff. Well, actually, mainly lotions. I tried eczema lotion and all this various stuff, just in case that's what I was dealing with. And it never really helped that much. But this oil, boom, some sexy elbows right there. One pump goes a long way. If you're not massaging your neck right now, you should be. Feels wonderful, even without oil. Okay. Spread it around as much as I can. And you can see, well, it still has, there's still a little bit of an oily tint, especially on my nails. It's not this greasy feel. It absorbed pretty well. I did use body oil after my shower earlier, so I might be having a hard time really absorbing into my skin, but just a lovely, luxurious feeling. It's just great to have after the shower, because I feel like when I use oil instead of cream, I'm more likely to really massage myself too. It's we deserve that. More massages. Don't have to wait for special occasions for the self-care day. Just anytime after your shower. Just 5-10 minutes. Okay. Well, I call this a success. So, I'm using it for a bit, and it has been helping with fading stretch marks. But I don't think any product actually fully gets rid of stretch marks. So, unless you guys know of some, let me know. I'd love to try around if there's any, you know, ingredients or products that you think are, you know, miracle workers. Let me know. I'll try it out. But at least for realistic stuff, this works pretty well. It just feels really lovely after a shower and smells good. You can add whatever essential oils you want to, you know, give it that customized scent just for you, and to target whatever you'd like. So yeah, I just recommend, you know, that general carrier oil base for like a post-shower body oil. And then, you know, add whatever essential oils you'd like, or whatever is in your place. Okay, properly applied. Gonna go ahead and put my rings back on. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Pew. Right hand. I love thumb rings. I've just been, maybe recently, just been trying out like toe rings. Okay, my hands are recovered. My hair bedazzled again. Boop. Gotta dang mic. I gotta remember it's there and taking up half my space. Anyways, thank you so much for joining my little video today. That was pretty much all the content that I had prepared. Feel free to let me know any suggestions you have for future videos, or any feedback. I'm always open to it, especially for a lot of these oils and stuff. I just started out with a lot of them pretty recently too, like less than a year ago. So if you have any tips or tricks, let me know below. Anything that you'd like to see tried out. I'll also, in future videos, be making other types of products like face creams, lip balms, and specifically I'm excited to do a little series on these spell bottles that I want to make. They're very on brand for the channel. I'm going to be going to Ren Fair this year. I try to go every year, and I'll be dressed up as a moss witch. Definitely love my moss, if you can't tell. And I love that when people go to Ren Fair, they'll always, not always, but people will have these like little tokens they'll give away, like usually like handmade bracelets or like little trinkets. Just something to be like, hey, I met this person, or like just people that, you know, walk by. Sometimes people are just giving them out. It's like their little, you know, stamp, or their little thing people can remember them by, or just a nice little take home. And I've always thought those were cool, so it'd be fun to like display my wares on my body, like having all these like different larger potion bottles with like, you know, petals and crystals and oils in them. Each one, you know, having a different blessing or little spell in it. And then I can have these like really small little 2 milliliter bottles that I can fill up with similar stuff. That could be like my wares that I can give out to people. So I want to make a little series on that, so be on the lookout. But anyways, thank you so much for today and for checking this out. Hopefully you had a nice time and learned some new stuff. At least found it interesting. And for my ending tagline, I'll go ahead and leave you with grow moss, not mold. Boop. I wish you the best. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Anyways, oops, I will be leaving this on for a little bit. That was the main content that I had prepared, but I always find it awkward when videos just kind of abruptly end, especially if you have autoplay or ads and suddenly you're just like, whoa, I'm now in way different content, way different sounds, and so I'm just going to leave this on while I clean up. Feel free to click off. Okay. I feel like that ending credit scene with Ferris Bueller. Like, what are you still doing here? It's over. Go home. Okay, goodbye for real.